Regarding it is Wednesday, April 15th. Hey, it's a Wednesday. No trades. Why is NQ looking like the 1 month chart now? You could not tell me that there is a different. Hmm. About the week. Oh, the week's just up. Oh, that kind of also. Ugh. Yeah, you cannot tell me that those are two different charts. But I mean, okay, we're reaching for some. We're finally reaching for something, which I'll take that. But coming into the day, I mean, where's oh, I got rid of it, darn. Uh I'm like, if we continue to push up and sweep liquidity, then shorts looks good. If we sell, wait for liquidity to be swept and see how we act. Um Really, I always my if thens have become more of a range based thing, uh, like in here. Like, okay, if we sweep a high, if we sweep a low, okay, look for possible because I trade reversals, right? That's what I do. Just make sure my mic's working. I trade the reversals, right? That's what I do. That's what I'm good at. That's what I understand. That's what I like. And so that's why my if thens are like that. So okay, boom. We took a range, took a range low. Okay, boom. Reversal to the range high. Okay, we took the range high. See my model target range low. Like, but when this entire week we've just ran, like, boom. We swept out some pretty prominent liquidity too. Like that range high, we're closing it on this one. All of this, which granted it makes sense because manipulation down here we swept. Like if I pull up the daily, get rid of this, like boom, 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 boom. We manipulate it out, and then now we're ripping it to what? Take the high. I mean, like that's and you kind of what we're gunning for, or at least this high rebounds, then push back up. But when I trade reversals, there's been no reach. It's just straight up. The most we've gotten is like in between like Asia and London, where it's just like back and forth, and New York just runs. It's like okay, boom, boom, runs. Monday, oh, Monday had oh yeah, that was that. But that was the start of the run. And that's why it's like yesterday, okay, I took a loss yesterday, but I'm like, I'm not gonna let that happen today. Where it was right here, this candle flash. I'm like, okay, this could be it. Manipulation, liquidity sweep. Alrighty, this could be kind of soup, change of the state down here. Like that looks good for shorts. I gotta wait for it to close. Nope. We have not gotten a bearish change in the state, like a decent sized one. I don't think we have. If this closed well here, that would be like the first one. That could be a signal to get in shorts. But honestly, am I really looking for shorts? Like, but where would I look for shorts too? Down here? Really, I'd love to rebalance. Ugh, just a lot of jankiness today. How are we actually gonna do it? I mean, if we do, I mean, this just looks like we're pulling back, gonna edge this, and then just rip it higher to continue taking that. Oh, but we did open high on that candle. So, I mean, I'd love to see rebalance, but honestly, at this point, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, weeks like that, I mean, my mentor's been gone, so I've been, tuning into the ICT live streams and stuff like that, and he's been talking a lot about how, your model and stuff like that, and so, when you learn to recognize these conditions to where it might not be as good for you to trade, and like your model might be struggling, and so that's not a reason to change anything. So I'm like, okay, I know a lot of people trade like IFVGs, stuff like that. I know some people take like IFVG reversals. That's some people's big things. And I know like continuations for some people, which I mean, when there's no retraces into anything, that's kind of hard regardless. Down here, boom. But this makes sense down here. Like if I go back to the what is this, 630? This makes a bunch of sense, right? Boom. If I okay, get out of here, NQ. Man, I'm like dude, I've been taking Zyrtec. Why is it this bad? But if I'm okay, sitting here. Okay, we have a high, we have a low. Push ups through the high, take the low. Don't take the high. Come down, manipulate the low. What do we want to do? We manipulate the low in any market. We came down, we like this is so clear manipulation. Even this or even this entire thing could be manipulation, right? Because okay, first leg down, okay, retrace, manipulation leg could be that. That's probably what we're actually doing. So I'm pretty sure that's 5 minute manipulation. But then what do we do once we take the low? We look for the range high. Boom. Came for that. Retraced to discount. Came and took the overall range, the external range high. Because what? Look at this. God, I need to. We have. Oh, I just need to be. There we go. Okay, I can take this. We start off with the range. Obviously, these they have to start off as externals because we don't have anything else to base off of. External, external. Took the external, put in a new external. Took the other external. Okay, boom. Push down, put an external. Pushed up. Boom. Put in an internal high. Pushed down, took external again. Took internal, rebalanced the discount, and then took the other external because we just kept taking external here, right? And there's probably that doesn't count as part of that, but we just kept taking external, putting in an external. We put an internal, swept the internal. That wasn't as strong. Rebalanced the discount, and then took the other external. So when you take internal to internal, external to external, and that's like one of the biggest things about framing trades. Uh, in some of these markets where it's kind of more janky. I know even the past couple of weeks, maybe even last month, it's been kind of more janky like this, but I'm like, the ranges make so much sense. And you see, like, okay, boom, like, well, that's kind of news, but let's just pretend that this was like actual like candles and stuff. There's entries here to write it down to rebalance. Alrighty. And then, down here, okay, we're holding this balanced price range. Boom. That looks good. Holding there once we get confirmation to go higher. I like that because that's external. We're targeting external, right? We just rebalanced off of internal. And then like this, that wasn't, yeah. But really this low, this manipulation down here looks like the cleanest. Uh looks so clean for trades. It just sucks that it has to happen like overnight. And I think that's a lot of things this week have been happening like overnight because it knows the New York session is just going to run. Right. And what can I do about it? Like it's just going to be a week. It's just going to be a couple. Yeah, it's just going to be like a week or a couple weeks, maybe a month. I no, it's knock on wood. I don't see us just continuously running forever. Obviously, once we hit the all-time highs, stuff like that. Once this whole like war news, that stuff goes over, hopefully we'll turn to more. Okay, first higher time frame, break a structure. Do I want to take a trade? Not really. I don't even know what I target here, right? Because this is all just ugh. Is this low resist? I always have a hard time like, is this low resistance or is this high resistance liquidity? Low resistance is stops. High resistance is PD arrays. So this is low this is high, and then this is low. I don't know. Maybe I'm completely wrong. I have no idea. And you see how it's like, okay, some people think you need to know everything. No, you need to know some things. God, if this oh, we got 47 seconds. Because if this candle stays here, the next one opens up into that fair value gap, taps that balanced price range, and then reverses, creates a change in the state. Or this candle is just going to do it. Boom. That's a soup. If we close, no, 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 I'm not taking trades today. Not stepping in front of this. Right. I'd love to do it. It's close to 11. That's when, past, I think it was like last week, stuff has been happening around 11. I can't do that. Um, I'm not going to do that after all this is showing me. And I have to go to the bathroom and I have to go to practice. So, God, how warm is it? It's 74. It's really warm outside. But how long have I been doing this? 10 minutes? That's not actually long. Why do I look so like, it looks so bright and so colorful? But, just coming back and talking about, okay, boom, this is dumb clear. I didn't see this before market opened. And so realistically, that should have been framework for why we don't want to come down here and take this. But the only liquidity we really took was those equal lows, and I was like, okay, if we can take this or this, that would have been good too, because then I would have seen this. But really, I think for the next days, I need to not just on the 15 minute, because the 15 minute, I mean, I saw the swoop there, I saw that sweep. I need to go in on the 1 minute and see if any of this looks like manipulation, right? I looked at that. Okay, that's a giant wick. Boom, that's a giant wick. I passed over this somehow. I didn't get this as manipulation, even though it looks so much like it. And so, yeah, if I'd seen that, I would not have been aiming as this for a low to be taken, but any of this internals would have been good to sweep to then continue to push higher for it, right? And where would I probably would have marked it here. So then, yeah, I mean, if we would have down here swept, put in a model to push up and take high, that's probably what I would have targeted. But now knowing that that's probably the longer move, I don't know. Oh wow, look, soup, change of state, but that's a devil's mark. Ugh. Just this doesn't look clean. It looks exactly like that, where we just push up, boom, and then we just run. Like, I don't know. It's just kind of been janky, but knowing how to manage your risk when the markets are like this is like a great skill to have. It's so important because you can take all the trades you want, but the second the market shifts just slightly and you lose everything. I know I've seen some people in the Discord that I'm in just be like, yeah, I blew everything past couple of days, and I'm like, how? Like one bad week, okay, that's understandable, but like if you're blowing them in like 3 days, like 2 3 days, like, ugh. Like because I've set myself up to have a bad week, to have a losing. You're gonna have a losing week. Hopefully, you don't have a losing month, but it's possible. Um, but losing days definitely gonna happen. Losing weeks still possible to happen, and so you got to protect yourself from that and managing capital. And that's why I'm like, yeah, I don't see any of this. That's why I wait for extra confirmation. That's why I don't take as many trades as other people. But that puts me in a better spot on days like today, to where yeah, I took a loss yesterday, but that's not going to affect how I go into the market today. Boom, not seeing what I want to see. No comfort. I'm not taking it. Right. Okay, just going over that. Oh, that wouldn't have changed how I thought. But then again, this is a whole nother model too, right? If you're like, boom, range, giant wick. Okay, boom. Swept out these equal lows here, manipulated them, push back up, soup, changing the state there. Boom, run it to at least take like love those highs, and then that high, if that was actual action up there, that would have been good. Internal ranges, I'm trying to utilize these more, because in markets like this, where it's a little bit more janky, sometimes this will happen where, okay, boom, 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 it looks like super choppy price, but really we put in a high, put in a low, manipulated the low, entry model higher to then take. It's just ranges. Learning how to use ranges is probably going to be one of the most important things that I do, because trying to be a reversal trader, you need to know where the range is for you to reverse from. And so, God, oh no, that's the wrong chart. Knowing that, okay, this, okay, that's like way below. But knowing that, okay, there were spots where you wanted to possibly reverse off that to then go higher, right? That's another thing. Combining it, I'm like, okay, I don't want to. I I'm not expecting us to just reverse everything, but know when we should retrace to then push higher, which then is a range thing. Okay, boom, 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 boom. We push up to push down to take the range low to then push higher, right? Some like perfect market maker models type of stuff. But I mean, I don't see anything else in this. Ugh. Yeah, this is just one of these days where I'm like, I have no idea what I'm seeing. And looking back at my like data and charts, and it's like, how many times does this actually happen? not really a lot. There's actually some external factors in the markets right now, but I'm like looking back, I'm like, usually most days I can see like one trade. We haven't taken a lick of what is this? Sell side? We haven't taken a lick of sell side liquidity. Oh, which is kind of what I need to take a trade because I'm a reversal trader. Okay, boom. We have range. We take the range low. Okay, give me my entry model. Take it to the range high. I've seen none of that. So, I mean, we are hesitating to break out of this. How close is the okay? I was like, oh, if the things like, or if the oh wow, that lines up like perfectly. Cool. So that's probably where we're drawing towards. But I'm like, oh, if it's up here, okay, boom, take long, it's up there. I don't know anymore. I gotta go to the bathroom, and I will see y'all. Wait, I don't think I've actually taken a trade on Tuesday and then not taken one. Well, I haven't taken a trade on a Tuesday regardless. So, hey, not taking a trade on Wednesday. It is what it is. I can only do what I can control. And yeah, I mean, that's kind of all I've got for today. I will see you later.